All right, welcome to our first podcast, Seeing the Field Sports. I'm Cole Cully. I've made this podcast with my friends Matthew Roche and Christian Torres. You can see them on the right hand side of the screen. We're on a Discord call. We're gonna be talking about the NFL, the playoffs, and what's currently happened. NHL, as it's the first night. All three of us are from Canada. Big day today. The Leafs are playing. Hopefully they beat the Habs. And then today, a massive blockbuster trade just happened with James Harden going to the Nets. I'll speak a little bit about myself. My name's Cole. I've played rep football at a very high level for the past 8 years. I'm a bender. I play house league hockey. It's kind of a side hobby. I just do it for the winter sport. But football is my big thing. I know a lot about football. We'll go with Christian Torres. What are you?
My name's Christian Torres. I've been playing hockey for 12 years. Been a goalie for 8 of those. I started playing other sports like baseball and basketball, but my main thing's hockey. I know the most about hockey, so
We'll see about that. June?
Hi, Matthew Chris, Mr. Chi. I'm a Chelsea hero for hockey. Pretty nasty too, but better than Christian Pierce. I like football and
June, move your phone screen up a little bit. Yeah, perfect.
New England Saints fan, go Breeze. Come Breeze sucks. Yeah.
Brady, baby. Brady. All right, so the first game, I'm just letting you know. What?
the Bills are winning the Super Bowl.
I don't know about that. But I'm just letting you guys know now, Seeing the Field Sports, I'm 6 for 6 right now. My projections, both of them are out of the bracket, but still in bracket. All right, so we'll start with my predictions, and we'll go with them. All right, so first game, Rams vs. Packers. I could see an upset by the Rams here because the Packers have one really, really good receiver, Devontae Adams, but the Rams also have a really good DB in Jalen Ramsey. So, if they were to just cover Devontae Adams, I don't know what would happen. Maybe the Rams would win, but still, Packers are a better team. Aaron Rodgers is probably going to win MVP. I got the Packers winning. I'm sure the rest of them just agree. Bills versus Ravens. From Toronto, very close to Buffalo. I'm going to take the Bills. Diggs and Allen have been playing very good. Ravens, their past game against the Titans, they weren't really able to pass the ball. They won because Lamar was able to use his legs and make big plays when they needed them. And the Ravens defense stopped Henry. But I don't know if the Ravens defense will be able to stop the Bills passing game. So I'm going to take the Bills. Chiefs versus Browns. Torres thinks the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl. I like the Bills, but I don't know if they're winning the Super Bowl. Their connection is very good. But yeah, Chiefs and Browns. Happy that the Browns beat the TikToking Steelers, as Chun calls them. And they have a really good run game. They have a good defense, but Chiefs' offense is too strong. Chiefs are going to win that game. Bucks versus Saints. Me and Mr. Chun disagree. He's a big Saints fan. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I like the Bucks. I like Brady. I like Gronk. That's kind of why people might call me a bandwagon. I will fully support being a bandwagon then. But I'm going to take the Bucks. It's very hard to lose 3 times in the NFL. And Bucks are winning. Bucks are winning the Super Bowl. You guys go.
Okay, so I'll go first because mine's probably gonna be pretty quick because I don't know much, I guess. But I think I got the Packers, to be honest. Aaron Rodgers, he's got that arm, pretty gross. The only thing is Aaron Donald, he's insane from what I've seen. So that's only an X factor for the Rams, I guess. Ravens, Bills. This is a tough one for me, but nah, I'm kidding. Bills definitely. Jason Allen, too gross. Scoring. They're gonna drop 50. They're gonna drop 50.
Okay, we'll see about that. Might be a Bills fan, but gotta be reasonable.
Okay, but their offense is too stacked. Diggs is getting 3 passing touchdowns.
It could happen.
Chiefs and Browns, I don't know. The Chiefs are too OP. To be honest, the Browns upset the Steelers, but I don't think they can get past the Chiefs. Bucks and Saints. You know what? Gotta go with my boy Breeze on this one.
Wow.
I think the Saints are gonna beat the Saints. It was too close between the Washington Bucks for me, for it to be a guaranteed Bucks win, but
I mean, the Saints barely beat the Bears at the first half, so.
But yeah, but then they turned it off.
They turned it on. I mean, Bucks still didn't lose, but so it's whatever.
I don't know, it was too close. But you can't bet against Brady, but I'm gonna bet against Brady. Let's go Saints.
June?
So I'm gonna disagree with you guys. I think the Rams are gonna beat the Packers. You know, Aaron Rodgers, he's MVP. It's just to beat Ram. I think Joe Raffy kind of covered pretty well. So I definitely think he can beat the Packers. So I'm gonna pick that upset. And if Aaron Donald, if he does play, you know, too gross. So yeah, I think the Rams will win. Gonna go with my the Bills. You know, Diggs and Allen. It's 2 OP. Yeah, Lamar Jackson's gross and all, like, can't really throw a ball. Like, he's kind of brutal, man. I ain't gonna lie. With the Browns and Chiefs, I think it's kind of easy, and the Chiefs are gonna win. Like, the Browns lead beat in a TikToking team. I don't know if you know it's tough. Like, they're a fluke. Told Torres that. TikTokers, like the Pittsburgh TikTokers, are just not good. Not very easy for them. Yeah, I think the Chiefs are gonna win because they're going to face the Browns. And like this one's kind of easy too, because like the Bucks
Yeah.
suck.
Yeah.
Like, we remember having last game. It was like 38.
The Bucks put up 50 the past 3 weeks of the regular season.
Wait, against the Saints, I think like 38 to 3. I think it was something like that. You know, something like blue.
Be confident. I know you know the answer. Be confident.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Like Brady, like I don't know, man. Like, he's not a good guy. He's kind of trash. And then Breeze is just Breeze. MVP, you know. Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara. 6 touchdowns in one game. So easy win. Take the Saints Super Bowl.
Yeah, so you got Saints winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Nah, it's Bills. It's Bills all day.
So yeah, you can see the two of them. One of them's a big Saints fan, one of them's a big Bills fan. I like the Bucks, but our first four were pretty much on track. Tune has the Rams winning, and like I said that, like I could see the Rams winning depending on like their defense is just so good. But their offense I think lacks a little bit. But the Packers defense isn't very good, so that one's either way. That me and Torres both said that too. We don't know, but we're both gonna take the Packers. Tune, like he said, is gonna take the Rams. Bills versus Ravens. All three of us are taking the Bills. They're the close team to us. Allen and Diggs are too good. They're just different this season. Like Allen getting Diggs has made him so much better. He went from a guy who was like least accurate in the league, but now he's like one of the top quarterbacks in the league. If there was a most improved player, he would definitely get the award. Chiefs versus Browns, we all agree. Chiefs, it's the Chiefs' offense is like just too high powered. Saints Bucks, they both have the Saints, have the Bucks. We'll stop talking about that one. But yeah, like I said in the start of the podcast, today is the first night of the NHL. Leafs are playing tonight at 7, and yeah, let's move on to that. Torres, June, you guys talk first. You guys know more hockey.
We actually have a game coming up soon, in just under an hour. Pittsburgh and Flyers. Yeah, so this one's at 5:30. Pittsburgh didn't really add anyone, and they're missing a bunch of players today because of COVID. And the Flyers didn't really add anybody new, but they were just such a dominant team last year. It's either way at this point, to be honest. What about you, June?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty equal game. Like, probably one of the best teams in that division. But like, I don't know. I just think Flyers just they had a really hot streak last year. Even though they're kind of bad, but like I think the Flyers just are so gross. I think the Flyers are like.
Yeah, I think it comes down to goaltending too. Pittsburgh lost Matt Murray, and now they have Tristan Jarry starting. But then you have Carter Hart on the other side, who just keeps improving, keeps getting older, keeps getting better.
You know, and I just prediction.
Such a dominant player now.
I think the Penguins are making the rest of the playoffs.
This one's very easy for me. The Penguins have one of the best players in the NHL, Sidney Crosby, so I'm gonna take the Penguins. You know, like Tor said, you can't go against Brady. Like even though he is, I don't know why, but I'm not gonna go against Crosby. But like he's from Canada, like you know, I'm gonna take the Penguins. And then you got Malkin with them. Like the Flyers have Drew. Like who cares about him? He's getting old. But the Penguins have Crosby. They're winning this game.
All right, so that game's coming up soon. Let's save this one last. Chicago and Light.
I think it's pretty easy.
Tampa's missing like their top player Kucherov, and I don't know if that'd be like a big factor because Point was really dominant in the playoffs last year, and he's gonna be playing with Stamkos now too. But definitely losing Kucherov's a big factor. They still have an elite goalie in Vasilevsky and elite defenseman in Victor Hedman. I don't know how Chicago pulls this off, but I have Tampa winning.
Yeah, I honestly think the Blackhawks are like kind of going downhill like how the league is now. Like the best player like Patrick Kane, and I think it's just like the best team in the league. Other than Colorado, like the league's the league, of course. Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Lightning as well. They won the Stanley Cup. They might win it again. They have one of the best teams, so I don't know much, but Lightning are definitely gonna beat the Blackhawks.
Yeah. Hey, the late game now.
This is probably the second most game I want to watch tonight. I like the Canucks. You know, I have some buddies who like the Canucks. I really like to grow. I like Bo Horvat a lot, Elias Pettersson, but then I like McDavid, but like everyone likes him, so like, you know, like I don't know, like, you know, when like everyone likes someone, like they're the hero, you know, like some people gotta dislike him. So I like McDavid, but then I don't know why they don't win when they have two of the top best players in the league with Draisaitl and McDavid. It doesn't make sense to me. So I'm gonna take the Canucks, probably an upset. I think the Oilers have a lot of hype around them right now, just overall having McDavid. But I feel like the Canucks are a better overall team, and it's not like basketball, hockey. Not one person can dominate a game; it's a full team, and I think the Canucks have the better overall team. So I'm gonna take the Canucks.
So, yeah, like Cole said, McDavid, Draisaitl, two dominant players. But then again, Canucks have like a more depth team, you could say. But the Canucks did lose their starting goalie Jacob Markstrom to the Flames this year, and they're playing without JT Miller tonight due to COVID. But Oilers are also missing their top defenseman, so that's a big loss, you could say. So I don't know. This one's kind of tough. I'd probably pick Oilers. McDavid, Draisaitl. They're gonna put like 4 points in each.
That's a good opinion. I think like these teams are kind of like the most equal. Like, I think Canucks have a better goalie than Holtby, and
Wait, the Canucks got Holtby
Yeah, they signed him.
from Washington.
Yeah.
Oh, Canucks are winning.
I don't know if he's playing tonight.
I like Holtby. I like Holtby.
It's just like Oilers are so brutal. Like they're all like it's like that high Vegas factor. Patterson is also really good. Well, you just can't doubt what David tries to.
Yeah, it all comes down.
They're the best, but they don't even make the playoffs.
Yeah, but the Leafs technically didn't make the playoffs last year.
But the Leafs don't have the two top goal scorers or point whatever scorers, leaders.
I'll take
It's still unconfirmed who's starting for the Canucks, but they said most likely Holtby. So
I'll also take Oilers. I think McDavid and Redberg have an insane game.
yeah, it all comes down to them. If they go off, there's no way of stopping them.
Yeah.
Now, Blues and Avalanche. It was a tough one, but the Blues kind of lost Pietrangelo and picked up Krug. I don't know if that's an improvement.
Krug, my boy from Boston.
And then, but the thing is, it's Nathan McKinnon. Nathan McKinnon's just like McDavid, so dominant in this game. Can't bet against him. I'd take Avalanche.
I think that's pretty easy for me. I think the Blues are good and all, but like I mean, Avalanche was so good. Like Kim Carr and Nathan McKinnon and like Landeskog, you know, everybody has a tragedy, you know, who went to the league. I think there's too gross. I think it's gonna be an easy win for them. Yeah, I think Avalanche win.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Avalanche as well. When I watched Nathan McKinnon play, he's by far the best player on the ice. I'd even say he's better than McDavid. Not like maybe skill wise, but he can really slow the game down. You might not have like all the speed McDavid has, but like when you just watch him play, like him on the power play, like he just slows the game down, sets up all the passes for everybody, and he can also score as well. So yeah, I think just Avalanche have the better players and the best player.
Yeah, I think you said that perfectly. Like they both slow the game down. They're so both dominant in the defensive zone and offensive zone.
Yeah.
When they get going, they get going. Like there's no stopping them. Okay, for the big matchup of the night.
The game Toronto has been waiting for all year. Hopefully we can finally, like, if we could just start the season off nice, advance a few rounds of the playoffs, I think we'd all be happy.
Yep, that's all we're looking for, to go into the playoffs deep. But it all starts tonight. These first halves, we've picked up some good players that match their play style and what they're lacking last year.
Who'd the least get? Who'd the least get? I know Drew Thorne.
Jumbo, Wayne Simmons.
I know him.
Jimmy VC.
Don't know
He's
him.
kind of like an underrated player, but he's playing second line minutes right now with Tavares and Nylander, which could provide him with like a lot of points and like a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just believe like the Leafs, they're so dominant. Like people know that too, but as they just have to produce and keep winning games and go into the playoffs deep.
Yeah, for me, I do not like the Canadians. Like, being a Boston fan, I don't like the Canadians. Now that I'm starting to like the Leafs, like, Boston's kind of falling apart. But the Leafs are, like, growing. They're young. Like, I can't not like the Leafs. But, yeah, I just don't like the Canadians. Even if the Canadians were going to win, have a better team, I'm still going to take the Leafs, even if they were an underdog. I think the Leafs are better. I think they're younger. They're faster. The offense is just way better. As you guys can see in this podcast, there's a lot of bias for our favorite teams.
Yeah, like even like all the rankings I've seen, the Leafs are like top 5, so that must mean something.
Yeah, I mean, this guy liked Detroit Red Wings, so it's fine. Yeah, bow your head down. Yeah.
Moving on to Harden,
Yeah, let's move on to Harden and talk some basketball.
big trade news today. Literally, like an hour ago. Hold on, that's-
Yeah, Brooklyn got James Harden. They got the three-headed monster.
Okay, so this is the full trade. So the Nets only get one player, but he's such a dominant player, best in the game, one of the best in the
My
game.
favorite player.
James Harden. The Rockets got like a lot of picks, some good role players. Victor Oladipo is the big one in that. Pacers get Karis LeVert and a second rounder, and the Cavs get Jarrett Allen and Taurean Prince. In my opinion, I think Brooklyn gave up a lot here, but they are getting one of the best players in the league to form basically a super team and pretty much give them the championship.
Yeah, I think the only problem with this trade, if there is like a downside, would be that to have like three dominant like players that need the ball, like I just don't know how they're gonna like mesh together. Cause Kyrie, he can do everything. He's a shooter, but he needs the ball. Like he can dribble, all that. Same with Harden. Like a lot of Harden's points come from the free throw line, and that's him getting into the paint, like getting those fouls. And to get fouls to get into the paint, you need the ball. Same with Kevin Durant. Like he's probably the best offensive player in the NBA, like in my opinion. I think in a lot of other people's opinion. And for like a guy like that, like you want to give him the ball because he could easily drop 40 every single night if you give him the ball enough. But with just three guys who are so ball dominant, like in Golden State when Kevin Durant was there, you got Clay, who's more of a spot up shooter, and Steph can be a spot up shooter. He didn't play the way he usually does when Kevin Durant was on that team because Kevin Durant's just so dominant. But you got three players that all demand the ball, all can shoot, all can drive, and all can just score points. So I think that's the only downside. But like if they can mesh, they're the best team in the league. They'll win probably 3 championships back to back to back. Like they're all just such good offensive threats. Even if their defense isn't as good, like you're just not going to stop them from scoring.
And the thing with the Nets, they don't even know if they're going to get Kyrie back yet.
Yeah.
That might be like a good factor to like say, oh, we have Harden now, come back and play with us. But it's all his decision if he wants to come back. But even if you have Durant and Harden playing together, they're still going to win games, still going to be really dominant. But now, I think the stretch is that they don't have that many like bench players to play. Just going to having to play Harden and Durant pretty much the whole game.
Yeah, I don't think they're like their regular season like record will be that good because they don't have a bench. But if all these guys play the entire playoffs games, like they're not losing. If they can make it there, like they're not losing.
Like in the playoffs, they can just play them the whole time.
Yeah, because like look at like when Kawhi's in Toronto, they did like load management with Kawhi. Didn't necessarily play all the games, but like they have good bench. They have to get in the playoffs. Once they got into the playoffs, Kawhi played every game. Then we won. But like I think like if they can, and they got into the playoffs this year without Kevin or Kyrie, the Nets. So they're a good team, and they lost a lot of guys. But like if you get these three into the playoffs, they're winning it.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like it should be like broken versus the Lakers and the Lakers. I don't think the Lakers maybe beating them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and even the Warriors. If the Warriors have a good shooting night, I think they could make it as well.
Yeah.
Curry got what 63 the other day. Like,
it's basically Curry, Oubre, and who else? Wiggins. If they get hot and start shooting.
And don't they have D'Angelo Russell as well?
No, they traded him.
Oh, shit.
They thought Clay was gonna come back.
Sorry.
Oh, that would wish they kept him in.
Yeah. But it was actually smart that they traded him for Wiggins, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Wiggins could be good.
And then the Rockets get Oladipo. He's still a good player. Exum don't even know. Kirkus don't even know. First rounders. That's always good to get first round picks.
Mm-hmm. Especially they got how many did they get? They got 3, 4. Holy, they got so many.
And they got swaps. Yeah.
But then again, they did lose Harden. So.
Yeah, but Harden just did not want to see that team.
Yeah. He didn't even show up to practice. Like I think it was either today or yesterday.
And bro, I like Harden, but bro, he looked like a hobo, bro. Like just like his beard's like his thing, but like it's just like I don't know. And then it's not even his hair, bro, or the beard. Bro, he got a little chubby. Like I'm not saying like it's not okay to be chubby, but bro, like the way he looked before being a professional athlete in the NBA, like I don't know.
It just looks like to me that he doesn't really care. Like he's not.
Yeah, that's a better way to say it. Not that he's a hobo, but just as like, he doesn't really care about the team. He's not putting in his best effort.
Yeah, I think he wanted that. I think he wanted something else. Like he hasn't won at all with Houston, so like I think he's going to leave.
Yeah.
But then again, he goes into the playoffs playing that stacked Warriors team over and over and over again. Keeps losing to them, and now it's the LeBron like West pretty much. Lakers are coming out of the West.
Yeah, but I'd even say the East are better than the West. Like the West have the top team, the Lakers, and then they have the Warriors and even Portland. But I think the East is a better overall like division, like conference. The Raptors are a solid team. Boston's a solid team. Heat's solid. Milwaukee's really good.
Yeah, not the Raptors right now, but
not right now. But like I don't know.
Raptors watch.
Yeah, but you know what? Raptors are always good. You know, they're always good.
You add those 3 players together, they're just gonna like dominate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, switch over to these hockey hot takes from fans.
Yeah, we found some hockey hot takes. We're gonna go through those quickly.
Okay. Let's start here with the boys from Toronto, baby. Matthews and Marner will put up more points combined than Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid.
Matthews and Marner?
Yeah.
Nah.
Combined?
Nah.
More than Draisaitl and McDavid.
No, that's not happening.
I don't think so either, but they're both gonna be dominant duos in my opinion. But McDavid and Draisaitl.
Yeah, it's too hard to beat McDavid and Draisaitl. They gave the best player in the league. I doubt they play bad at all. So I think he get more points.
It'll be more even on the Leafs. I feel like because they have a stacked lineup all around.
Yeah.
But then Oilers is McDavid, Draisaitl. They're just gonna be dominating.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be the year Matthews breaks out. He's been good, but he establishes himself as a top 5 player. But McDavid and Draisaitl have been the top 2 for 2 years now. So I don't think they're losing it.
Yeah, and also Matthews, they're in a pretty easy division, compared to Buffalo or something, Boston. We got a pretty easy division this year, all Canadian teams. So it's pretty good.
but I feel like it's gonna be like the best hockey out of all the divisions.
Yeah.
The Canadian teams, like all the rivalries and like, especially the Oilers and Flames.
That I'm telling you, that is my favorite matchup. To Chuck, one of my favorite players. I love that. Those are one of my favorite games to watch.
The battles, they're gonna be insane. Like
It's gonna be like every week. It's gonna feel like.
And we got some like big guys, you know. I think they catch you hit now. And
yeah, like they got some fighters. So like if Matthews gets thrown around or Marner gets thrown around, they know they got backup.
And that was always my thing as a Boston fan. Watching the Leafs play pissed me off because Boston's so physical. That I loved watching them. Now Toronto, if they can bring some physicality, protect like they're good guys. I think they have a chance to win because they're not gonna get pushed around.
And then like Wayne Simmons, the best Wayne to ever play hockey. Like
yeah. I can't even anyone else. Like,
okay. The next one, Andrei Svechnikov solidifies his spot in the top 10.
Wait, who's Shletsikov?
He's the one called. You know who started with cross goal? Like that sick goal.
Oh, from Carolina.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, was that the guy who got destroyed by Ovi?
Yeah.
Ah, nah, he's not gonna solidify himself.
I think he was.
Like in top 10 in points.
Maybe in points.
Yeah, I think he was.
It depends. It depends how Carolina does, because that top line of Carolina, Aho, and Svechnikov,
Like so dirty.
That line's so good, and their power play is just like insane too.
And he can snipe it too. Like
yeah, he has a really good shot. I don't know if he goes top 10 in points, but he'll be really close in my opinion.
I think he'll be a top player.
I don't think he'll get it.
No.
Nah, I have a feeling, you know.
You have a feeling.
I have a feeling.
Just like how the Sabres are gonna beat the Bucks. Like,
I don't have a feeling about that though. So
I have a feeling that.
good. I hope you have your feeling. Good.
Okay,
Next hot take, please.
This one's for Ottawa. Tim Stutzel wins the Calder Trophy, and Matt Murray has a bounce back year.
Who's Tim Stutzel?
He just got drafted third overall. Ottawa.
Okay, well, I know Matt Murray. He was very good with that Pittsburgh Stanley Cup win. I don't know. Okay, this is my thing about Matt Murray. Marc-Andre Fleury, when he was in Vegas, was very good. Destroyed Matt Murray. Like when they played, you could tell Marc-Andre Fleury is way better. I know that happened because of the Vegas rebuild. Like you got a player from each team. But yeah, I think Matt Murray will have a bounce back year. I think he has to. Like the Pens decide to. Is he on the Pens anymore?
He's on Ottawa.
No,
Matt Murray.
He's on Ottawa.
Matt Murray's on Ottawa.
What? Yeah, he got traded to Ottawa.
I really gotta learn my stuff some more. But yeah, I think Matt Murray's gonna have a bounce back year. He was highly I don't know, he's highly thought of, and then he's had 2 bad years, so I think he does have to have a bounce back year. And then the other guy, I don't know. If he's a rookie, I'm hoping the best for him.
Didn't he win
I
like
think-
MVP in the World Juniors?
Yeah, he won. He won for like top player, one of the top players.
Yeah.
At the World Juniors. But for my opinion, I think Matt Murray, I think his numbers might be better, like the save percentage and goals against, but he's playing on Ottawa. Like they have a bunch of like rookies. I don't think they're gonna do too hot. So he won't get the wins. It's like the show for it. But I feel like his numbers might like increase a little bit. And Tim Stutzel, he was very good in the World Juniors, but I just think playing on Ottawa, he won't get that much of a chance. He might put up a lot of points, but it might come down to like getting into a playoffs or not.
Yeah. I mean, like Ottawa's not like that good, but like I think they're on the come up. Like, they're getting a lot of picks and like a lot of like young talent. So, like, I don't know if like Matt Murray, like, maybe he may be good, but like I don't think he'd be like a huge like impact pick for the team because the team's not that good in general. Like some few like stars, but like they need a couple more years to like actually make the playoff team. I think. And like the Tim Stutzel guy, honestly he honestly could. Like, you never know. Like,
He's gonna win Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, well, you don't know who you want.
I have another feeling. I like him now. I'm rooting for Tim Stutzel.
I think he can win. Like, maybe you never know. Like, he kind of an insane year. He's playing first line 12 minutes, so like he's getting the puck the most. But like I don't know, like Western year, he's kind of. I think he's gonna make it a year. So or the goalie, even the goalie catching winning.
Even the goalie, Shesterkin on the Rangers. He's
so
projected to. He played so good in the games that he played in last year. He played really good.
Yeah.
Carter Hart solidifies himself as a top goaltender, winning the Vezina.
Yeah.
So Vezina is top goalie.
Yeah, I know what Vezina is. I just Carter Hart.
He's so young.
I think.
He's so young.
Yeah, he's really young. I feel like he's gonna be like the next Carey Price, like playing for Team Canada, winning gold medals. All that.
He plays for the Flyers.
He's really good. Yeah, he's really good. Flyers are doing really good now, and he just makes their team better, especially in the playoffs last year. Held them in some games, made some big saves.
I think.
I don't know if he wins the Vezina, but
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I think he might be a top guy, but I don't think he's winning the Vezina. There's too many good goaltenders, so too many good tendies in the league.
It's kind of hard award to give. Like any goalie can have an amazing year.
yeah,
Like, it's just how it is.
hard to tell.
Yeah, and like we were saying with Matt Murray, like being a goalie, like your team depends a lot on your success as well. Like if you're getting like 40 shots a game, you're probably not gonna have the best season. Where if you're getting like 20 shots and your team's like scoring a lot, then you're gonna do better. So I think it's not the goalie maybe like individual success, but the team success definitely helps like the goalie success as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Buffalo makes the playoffs, and Pittsburgh and Washington miss.
Buffalo's making it, but because I like Eichel, but Pittsburgh and Washington are also gonna make it. So then I guess I'm disagreeing. Like, I'm disagreeing with that hot take because Pittsburgh and Washington are both gonna make it.
I somewhat agree with that. I say Buffalo's gonna be like either 4th or 5th, like floating around there. But I also think Washington's gonna make the playoffs, but I don't know if Pittsburgh will.
Bro, why are you guys going against Crosby?
I don't know. It's injuries. He's injury prone. I don't know. I just don't like Pittsburgh. They lost too many players.
I don't know if Buffalo will, because Buffalo always like the best start in like every NHL team. Like their ending is just not good. Like Eichel literally he carries his team. Like unless like Taylor Hall or like someone else wakes up, maybe he can make the playoffs. But like I don't know. And like watching Pittsburgh, they're both getting old. Like they're getting old. So like they also could. You can never know. But I think more likely Pittsburgh would make the playoffs. I think Washington or like Buffalo would miss.
I don't know. I like Buffalo's top 6 is pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Like their first line especially, like it's gonna be so good. If both of them are on Hall and Eichel, they'll be like
Hall, like I don't know, Hall's just a weird player. Like he just makes teams bad.
Like if he goes back to his New Jersey days, like when he won the
his first
MVP,
year,
like
first year. And that was great. When he carried the team to a been lost Tampa Bay.
Zibanejad will lead the league in goals.
Man, I'm saying what Fancy said.
The what? I didn't even hear you guys said. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
Mika Zibanejad will lead the league in goals.
Who's Mika Zibanejad?
Plays for the Rangers.
He's not because Alex Lafreniere is gonna do better than him.
Oh, okay.
But I don't. Like I said early in the podcast in the intro, Cena Field Sports. I don't know. Like I know like the core guys, like the core teams, like but like these like is this guy new or is this guy older?
Well, like
he's older, but he played on Ottawa for a while.
Okay, well, so it's his fault. He was on Ottawa. Ottawa's not good until Erik Karlsson left, and Ottawa was kind of poo.
I mean, I think he can take top 3 or top 5 in goals last year.
Yeah, and he missed like 20 games. He was like so far behind in games.
Yeah,
I think he had the best goals per game.
He had a hat trick.
He had the 5-goal performance too against Washington.
Yeah. I don't know if he's gonna win, but yeah.
I don't know. I'm hoping Matthews wins it.
Wait. Did you just say I don't know what I'm saying because I'm a Bucks fan? Wow, buddy. I said I don't know hockey, but I'm 6 for 6 in the NFL playoff bracket.
I mean, you're a switch up though, so like Bucks are the switch ups.
Okay. But he just started talking about liking the Saints this year because they're good. That's all I'm saying.
I think the Saints last year.
Yeah, you liked them last year. Good. And they lost 3 times in the playoffs to the Vikings twice.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Diggs with
Minneapolis Miracle?
Okay,
Put it in your head. Think about it.
Okay, back to hockey, boys. Back to hockey. Relax.
yeah, that's it.
Bro, I can't wait. I can't wait till next podcast. I can't wait till next Wednesday when the Bucks have won.
I can't wait for the Saints win, yeah. I know, I can't wait. I can't wait for the Saints to take the dub.
This guy's so stupid.
I'll be like, James Winston in the dub, like, eat the dub. That'll be me. That'll be me, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah, just tune in next Wednesday, or whenever this comes out, and you'll know the winner.
Yeah.
I mean, we know the winner now.
I mean,
Bro, I literally got the jersey on, man. This came in today. 12, baby. TB12. Tampa Bay. As Skip Bayless would say.
I feel like he looks better in the Patriots uniform.
Well, he was there for 20 years. I agree with that. He looks better in the Patriots uniform, but I can't complain.
like, I don't know, he's just kind of brutal around.
Bro, imagine not having 6 Super Bowl rings and calling the guy brutal. Oh my gosh, couldn't be me.
Like, he's good. He's pretty good.
Thank you. Next hot take. Can we do a hot take that I know? Like,
Okay. Austin Matthews will scores 40 goals in 56 games.
Facts.
yes, he will. 40 goals in 56 games. Yes, he will. So he has 16 games that he can play that he doesn't have to score. So yeah, he'll get 50 goals or he'll get whatever goals.
Like passers, like you really just gotta talk into or pick that fucker.
Mhm. And he was on such a good pace last year. He was supposed to break 50, but then he cut short.
Yeah.
Just short
I
at
think he can
47.
do it. I think he can do it.
Nah, he'll definitely do it.
The Bruins will miss the playoffs despite Brad Marchand winning the Art Ross.
Art Ross is what, best player in the league? Top goals.
Hmm.
Best player in the league?
No, best player.
Oh,
I
I
think
kind of
it's-
know what I'm talking
I
about.
think it's best player voted by players.
Okay, well then he's not gonna win it because everyone hates him because he's a little rat. That's why I love him.
I think Boston will miss it.
I think Boston will miss it too, and Bergeron and Marchand for at least the beginning of the year will have like really good years.
Like,
But-
Paster's out for a while. The best player.
Wait, he's out?
Yeah.
Bro, I got him in fantasy. What the heck? Oh my god, I'm switching this right now.
Yeah, so like, I don't know. I feel like because Brad Marchand and Bergeron are getting older, they don't have that much depth anymore. They didn't really pick up anybody. They lost Krug. They lost Chara. Tuukka Rask is a maybe. I don't know. I don't even know if Boston wants him to play, to be honest, but we'll see.
Okay, so as a Boston fan, I think that they got like the short end of the stick. They are in a really, really good division. And yeah, they're just getting older. They're not really getting younger. I think Jake DeBrusk is a really good player. I think he'll have a good year this year. I think he's gonna be like the light in all the darkness. That's gonna be Jake DeBrusk this year. Marchand is a top player. Without Pastrnak, I think his numbers will go up just because he's gonna touch the puck more. Kind of upset that Pasternak's not playing. Like, I loved watching Pasta play. I didn't really know about that. I'm kind of pissed off right now. But they're gonna make the playoffs. Boston always finds a way to make the playoffs. I think they just played. I think they play like a top like style of hockey. I just don't think they have the right players to do it. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, now they don't have Chara, the big defenseman.
Okay, well, I love Charm. Like, that's why I like Boston from the start. Like, when I was like 5 years old, was because of Chara. But Chara's like really like, he's not helping the team as much as he used to. Like, he's kind of just there, so nothing bad happens when he's on the ice. But like this last playoffs, like, he didn't really do anything when he's on the ice. Like, he just didn't mess up. So I think like McAvoy was like their top guy. Like Carla was their top guy. I liked Krug, but Krug was too small for their like style of gameplay, and it always pissed me off when he tried to like bump the bigger guys out in front of the net. Like, you're too small to do that. Like, get someone else to do that. Then Gresslick, right? Matt Gresslick.
Oh yeah,
48.
yeah.
Yeah, Gresslick.
He's
I know the Bruins. I like him a lot. He's the little smaller guy, but like, I don't know. I think having one smaller guy's not bad. Like, he's good at the puck. Like, he's an offensive defenseman. So I like him. And then, yeah, I think getting rid of Char is, like, going to affect, like, the whole, like, kind of, like, I don't know the word I'm trying to find. But, like, the whole, like, what they built. Like the.
Yeah.
I don't like he was there. He was there since like day one when they were starting to get good, right? Like when they won with Tim Thomas, he was there. He's been the captain for how long? I just think like what they built, like, is gonna kind of not be there anymore, just because like the way, like, it's hard to carry the way things used to be when you don't have those veterans anymore. And now really the biggest veterans Bergeron and like Marchand. I remember when he's younger, but now he's getting up there as well. So I just think, I don't know. I think they'll get it, but like eventually they're gonna have to like be like, yeah, Boston's not gonna be what they used to be. But this year I think they'll make playoffs. I don't know about Marchand winning the Art Ross, because like I think there are better players like skill wise than him in the league. I think he'll put up good points, but like you got McDavid. Like I said earlier, I think Matthews will have a really good year. Draisaitl, McKinnon, like he's not gonna beat those guys.
Yeah. Speaking of Matt Grzelcyk, he's our next hot take. Matt Grzelcyk will be the Bruins' best defenseman this season, which, in my opinion, it could happen, but I see McAvoy filling in that spot.
I think McAvoy is so. I think he's the best defenseman in the league.
Yeah, I think he's the best defenseman in the league as well. Like Mr. Chun just said.
He had Sean like mentoring him, like trying to help him. He's number 8 his line mates. I think he'll solidify himself as number 1.
Yeah, I think Grizz. Sorry, go ahead.
Chara and Krug, their top like D pairing is gone now, so they need to fill someone up with McAvoy, and I think Grzelcyk or Carlo takes that spot. But Grzelcyk is such a dynamic player offensively. I feel like he might get that.
Yeah, I think Grzelcyk like, is gonna be their second, like, by far. But I don't know if he'll be first, but he'll definitely like compete with McAvoy for first best defenseman on that team.
Yeah, that's all the hot takes. So.
All right, well, I know this is older, but like Canada lost in the World Juniors, kind of like pissed all of us off. Like we all thought they were gonna win. I don't. It feels like it happens every time. Canadians do so good.
Yeah.
They do so good. They don't even lose, and then the big game comes, they lose. I'm tired of getting silver. The World Juniors,
especially against the U.S., it's like bitter.
Yeah, it's like
one of our biggest rivals is against U.S. So I don't know. It's kind of, but in my opinion, I think Canada played a complete game, not including the first 5 minutes of the period of the first.
Yeah.
It was kind of hard to watch, but yeah.
Yeah. From there on, I feel like they dominated so much. It could have went either way, but
they couldn't hit the net.
The U.S. goalie just played so good.
Yeah, the goalie played good, and they just couldn't hit the net like a lot of their shots.
Yeah, I always feel every single like time they play, I always feel this way. I feel Canada has a better overall team, but the Americans have like one or two like really, really good players that win them the game.
Yeah, they have the best player in the tournament.
Yeah, so
yeah,
and Alex Lafreniere didn't even play for us. I think if he played, maybe like that's a goal, like maybe a game, maybe we win.
I don't know why, but
and like our captain Kirby Doc got injured right at the beginning.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, I think there's some stuff.
But then again, Canada was still like a really stacked team, so.
Like
but they're both stacked.
Canada never trailed that tournament except for the U.S. game.
Yeah, until then. It was crazy.
And sometimes I think that's what you need. I think either you need to lose or you need to like be in a really close game where you are trailing to like actually get that feeling of like that hunger you need to like work for. Because the Americans like they won every battle. Like they were just hungrier. It felt like I think Canada also played like they played better, but like they wanted it more, and you could just tell by the play.
The U.S. lost the first game too.
Yeah.
Against Russia, so everyone was like, "Oh, if Russia beat them, who knows?" And then they
didn't
just
Finland almost beat them too.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty close.
Yeah, it was like a 1-goal game at the end. It was a close game.
Yeah.
There's one more thing I want to talk about. I don't know if you guys watched. This is back to basketball. Did you guys see Lamella versus Lonzo play, or any little bit of it?
I watched like a little bit. I saw the stat line too.
I watched it really
complete opposite.
Dude, LaMelo showed up his brother, bro. There's this one clip of LaMelo dribbling, stepping like doing a step back right in front of Lonzo's face and just hitting that, bro. Like I think Lonzo needs to pick it up, because if LaMelo wins Rookie of the Year, which he could, like he got a triple double or 1 assist off of like getting a triple double against the Pelicans, Lonzo needs to step it up. Being an older brother, when your younger brother shows you up, you gotta do everything you can to like beat your younger brother. So like Lonzo's gotta step it up. Like, he has to. Like, Lamella can't be doing that.
Mhm. Yeah, Lamella was like dominant in that game, and then I think he missed it by 1 assist, but then the next game he got it, and the youngest player to ever get a triple double.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, but this is our first podcast, Seeing the Field Sports. We talked about the NFL, like who's gonna keep winning. Like I said, I'm 6 for 6. They are both out of it. You know, I'm pretty proud of myself. Bucks are gonna win it. I'm gonna keep talking so Mr. Chun can't say anything. We did the NHL scores of today. Yeah, like we said, we're all from Canada, hoping the Leafs win.
Hoping, you mean they are gonna win.
I'm hoping. You know what my problem with the Leafs every year is they look so good. They always have a really stacked team on paper, but they can't always put it together.
Like the Bucks, yeah, like the Bucks.
Holy
So good,
crap!
they lose a lot.
Okay, I think we should just end it before like.
Nah, we gotta sum it up a little bit more before I go off on Mr. Chun. But yeah, so hoping the Leafs win, and then the James Harden deal is crazy. Like, if they can like get those three to work together for like the next 3 years, or like Torres was saying, if Kyrie stays, like they're gonna be crazy. But yeah, Seeing the Field Sports, some hot takes today. First podcast, you know, like wasn't that best, but like first podcast, we're gonna learn from it. And sorry?
Yeah, it was a good podcast, good first podcast.
Yeah, it felt good. It felt good to be talking about sports. We do this like the way we thought of it is we do this every single day. We talk about sports, and we're like, why not just put this on the internet? Like, if we love doing it, like there's definitely people who love to watch it. So we're like, yeah, might as well put this on the internet, try it. Yeah, the quality wasn't the best. The quality's gonna get better. We're gonna figure out more things. The audio's gonna get better, all of that. But thank you guys for watching so much. Anything else you guys want to say?
That's it. Probably doing one every week, most likely talking about the recap and like weekly sports. And just tune in. Oh, and by the way, if you're seeing this, drop something in the comments and we'll talk about it. We like to interact with our fans, so drop something in the comments.
Go Leafs, go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Baby Saints.
like Christian said, drop something in the comments. We'll talk about it. We do have a TikTok, Seeing the Field Sports. Same with our Instagram. Follow them. Like, we post more week during the week, like there. Like, if there's any big news or anything, like our predictions for the game. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching Seeing the Field Sports. Up next, going to be the biggest podcast in Canada. I can say that.
Of course. Easy.
See you guys. Thanks for watching.